All right, folks. Hopefully you're back with me. We're now live on YouTube as we switched over platforms. Bear with me. I'll put you on a little bit commercial break until we get round 8, the final round of 8 rounds started. And then when we do that, we'll be heading off to the semifinals and the finals. So right now, take a look at our sponsors that make all this possible in a wonderful tournament, a youth tournament out here at the American Legion in Fishers, Indiana. I'm going to switch over to the commercials for right now, and I'm going to get some things set, and then we'll go forward from there. Be right back. All right, folks, we're back with you live at the American Legion, the WMS Westfield Middle School Dart Club. We're coming to the final round of 8. This is the 8th round, let's put it that way. I just went and talked to the players, all getting ready to go. Man, you see them there on your screen just warming up. Hopefully you're with us. I know we switched around platforms quite a bit here. We're trying to see what works best with the current internet. The internet, every location is always a little bit of a challenge, and we love to stream, but quite frankly, the quality of the stream is always going to come down to the quality of the internet. So we do have a 8th round matchup for you now. This is the final round, and it's going to be Michael Poulter and Larry Butler versus Dylan Hilbert and Patrick Weber. Bear with me here as I get everything set for us. All right, looks like moving in, and Larry's up there, ready to go. All right. It's Larry Butler. He was just eating a little light lunch in between matches here. And he's warming up. Larry, obviously a winner on the tour, one of the best American players that we have currently. Took time out of his weekend to come here and support the youth group. Fantastic. Know Larry and Sharon, his wife, and James, who's also a dart player, his son, all a great family. Traveled over here 2.5 hour drive this morning just to get here in time to play this tournament this afternoon. But it should be a nice matchup we got going up there. We got them just warming up now as we get ready to go. Thanks for joining us again, folks. We certainly do appreciate it. As we are getting set here. Feel free to give us a comment if the audio is a little bit too loud or not loud enough or whatever you wish. I'm old, not particularly sensitive. Please like and share the stream as much as you can. All of that helps us out terrifically in our numbers. We don't get paid for these kinds of situations, but all the likes and all the shares certainly add to our numbers and enable us to bring you a better product the next time. So it looks like we're warming up here. We are doing a last call on the 50-50. It's a very tight matchup. I just went over and take a look. What happens is the each player, both the adults and the youth, for every victory they get a single point. If the kid takes out a double or takes out that number on a double, that team actually gets 2 points. So very, very close here. First, top two seem to be running away with it, but there are 4 semifinalists. And it looks like we're ready to go here. This is Dylan Hilbert. And they all get high fives from each other. And we're off. This is Dylan. Dylan a little high on the third one there. And here's Larry Butler. Larry opens up with a 45. And here comes Pat Weber. This is the second time Pat's played Larry today. different partners with him, of course, but this is the second time. I think Pat got another 40. Oh, no, pulled out a 26 on that one. I'm a little disappointed with that. It's that is Michael Poulter. And here's Dylan again. Dylan, age 14, 8th grade. Been playing for 2.5 years. Dylan likes to sing. Dylan also likes to hit the trip 20 there. Trip 20 and an 18 and a 9. Wonderful score. Nice 87 scored there. Gets a nice little dab from Mr. Butler. Very close game, as you can see already. Larry dropping down on his third dot there, trying to pick up a trip 19. Just falls a little bit low. Pat's in a position here with a good score to take some leads. Now, Pat's going to be disappointed with himself on that shot. Just 31 points scored. Here's Mike. Mike's been playing for 5 months. First start he ever threw was a triple 20. And he's going to be disappointed with that 6. Ooh, the bounce out, but a 51 point scored there for Dylan. Now, the big pickup on the last start there. A couple of loose starts to start off with, but a big good catch on the last one, hitting the trip 20. Pat's going to be looking to improve on his last score. Not great at a 45. And here's Michael again. Mike's in 7th grade. And I'll tell you what, the size of some of these kids nowadays. Back over to Dill. First one a little high. Terrific form in that young man. Gets control of his arm a little bit. A little better hand-eye coordination. He's going to be doing great. Good darts from him, though. Not a great score, but terrific form. Larry back up to the arc. He opens up with the trip 20. Follows it with another 20. Going to drop down here to the 19s. Hits a single 19. 99 points scored. He's going to leave his partner with a 76. That's a good out. Pat's going to try and match him a little bit here. Needs to catch that trip. Ooh, just a little bit high. And that one floated and hit the barrel and floated over to the left a little bit. Only 45. Here's Dylan looking at 76. Takes it down to 73, 72. Yeah, picks up a 5. He's going to be disappointed with that score. 67 remaining. Soon as the scoreboard catches up. There you go. Even the scoreboards have some challenges with the internet here. Big first start there by Dylan. Big trip 20. 79 point score. Brings him right back into it. But his Larry was sitting on a 67. Let's see which way he goes here, folks. Trip 17. He's got 16 left. Look for the double 8. Just on the inside. Switching over to the double 4. There it is. Big last dart. Great dart by Larry Butler. Fantastic work. And those players, and that's going to be the end of round 8 for those guys. I told them to bring them on back here, see if we can't get them interviewed. Let's see how that works out for them. Hopefully, we'll have Larry Butler on the mic here, accompanied by Michael. And just reporting the score. Let's see where they go from here. This round is going to it's going to finish off the round robin portion of this tournament. After the round robin, you're going to have a final 4, which we're going to bring you 2 semifinals, and then obviously the final after that. So we're going to have 3 more matches bringing to you live on the stream today. And things are starting to pick up and move right along pretty quick here. If these matches finished up, move along. See Larry and Pat sharing a few words together before they move forward. Get that match reported. Hoping to bring you a little interview with Larry and Michael here in just a second. Let's see what's taking place over there. I think Michael's up there trying to report his score. Hey, he's trying to get Larry's attention. And Scott's coming back to the booth. Scott, how'd you do? Oh, he's pointing to the sky. It's always a good sign with Dozier. Always wanted to commentate a game when you were playing. Oh, I told him put them all on the stream. Yeah. We're just waiting to see if we can't get those guys to come back here and sit down and have a little chat with us. Yeah, you feel like running out there till Larry and his partner's waiting for him. I think they're coming this way. Yeah, Scott, see if they can't chase him down a little bit.
Remember, do not run away and leave until after pictures are taken. Suffer for a couple more minutes.
All right. What's that? Come on through this door right here. And looks like we got these guys heading back here right now. We're going to sit down and talk to them. What are you doing back here, Mr. Butler? Huh? Because you're not allowed. All right, hold this for me. You're going to hold this next to your mouth and talk to it, okay? Larry, I feel like you might have done that before. All right, folks, bear with me a second here as we go live. Can you guys give me a microphone test right quick?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Let me see yours, young fella. Let me see what we got. Go ahead.
Testing.
Very good.
Testing.
There you go. You're back on now. All right, folks. I'm sitting here live with Michael Poulter and Larry Butler. Guys, congratulations. Nah, you're all right. You're fine. We'll adjust the screen. Michael, congratulations, young man. How did that feel? Amazing? Hold that microphone a little bit closer for me.
Even though I was with Larry Butler, I still felt like I was just going to lose somehow.
Now, let me ask you this question before we go any farther. In your dart club, have you sat down and watched videos where Larry's on them?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Or if we did, I wasn't there for that.
Ah, okay. All right. How have you been doing so far today?
Pretty good, I'd say.
What's your record? How many games have you won so far today, do you think?
5, I think.
About 5? All right. You play any other sports besides darts?
Not lately, no.
No? No? So darts is your favorite. Do you have a dartboard hanging up at home?
I don't, but my mom and I were just looking on her phone to see if we can buy me one, so.
Well, excellent. There's several for sale here. So please get one. You got a great game. You got a great future in this game. Larry, you've been here before. How do you like these youth tournaments?
Oh, this is amazing. I'm so impressed with how many children are starting out in this game. This is
41 kids here, and
That's
they meet every Tuesday, every Thursday, and Sean does a terrific job with it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I had when I'm coming over, I had no idea there was going to be this many kids.
It is fantastic, and all the kids are super polite. All of them are really they're wonderful people to talk to. I've had the pleasure of bringing a bunch of them back here to interview them, and they're all terrific to talk to. So, Larry, tell me what's in your near future in the world of darts.
Oh, well, I got next weekend is the DPOH, Dart Players of Ohio, and the weekend after is first weekend of CDC for this year in Toronto.
Yep.
The weekend after that is Virginia Beach. Then we're only a couple of weekends away from the PDC Madison Square Garden.
And that's going to be fun. I'm going to be watching that. Are you excited about being participating in that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Young man's going to be on the stage in Madison Gardens. How do you feel about that, Michael?
Cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You'll be there someday.
Just takes a lot of practice. When you're talking to kids like this that are just starting to take up the game, and I think you've been playing for about 6 months, is that right? Yep. When you're talking to these kids that are just taking up the game, Larry, is there any kind of advice in particular that you like to give them?
Just that you've got nice basics. I mean, I watched your stroke and everything. You've got nice basics. It's just a matter of focusing. The biggest part of playing this game, which I think is a true test of eye-hand coordination, is harder than a lot of other sports. Just that you have to completely focus on what you're doing at that particular second. The only way that dart has a good chance of going where you're aiming it is if you're only focused on putting that dart there. That's the hardest part about the game, is just giving it the amount of focus it needs and worrying about one dart at a time. Just using your focus to put this dart where you want it to go. Don't worry about the consequences of the match, the game, anything else. It's just the little, I mean, something I remember when I was a kid was inch by inch, everything's a cinch, yard by yard, everything's hard. The simpler you can make it, the more you can just focus on one dart, the easier the game is. You start worrying about the yards and the long, you're going to mess yourself up, you know? It's all about just focusing on where you want this dart to go. And don't let it, you were a little excited there, I could tell.
I can tell you,
it's just a matter of the more you focus on one thing, the less that stuff affects you,
Yeah, you'll never get any better advice from any better darter in this room. He's a world champion already. He's been on the stage in Europe, and he's been on the stage, and he's about to go on the stage in New York, Madison Square Garden.
What, if you ever do start feeling a little excited and you can't control it, just like 4 or 5 deep breaths, and it's amazingly calming. Every self-help, every self-calming exercise, every book that you can read, they all focus around one thing: breathing. Just a couple of deep breaths, and it's just incredibly calming.
There it is, folks. You heard it from the Eagle himself. That's his nickname, the Eagle. Fantastic, isn't it? Thanks for coming back here, Mike. Go out there, go show them up, and go get that dartboard.
Too, Mike.
Thank you very much, Larry. As always, thank you for everything, sir. You're a great ambassador of the game. Thank you, sir. Well, there you have it, folks. World champion Larry Butler sitting down with Indy Dart Streaming, doing a little interview. We're going through picture time right now. So all the players up there taking their pictures, having their pictures taken. Fantastic turnout at the youth tournament today. There's 41 kids competing today. As you see, we're going to switch it back over to the slideshow here. And I'm going to get information on the semifinals. We got 3 more matches to bring you today. We got 2 semifinals as well as the final. And then we'll be done for the day. So not much longer. Some wonderful darts, some great darts with some terrific kids and some very graceful adults. Thanks very much for tuning in with us today, guys. Thanks for watching with us. We'll be right back in a minute.
We're good?
All right, folks. We are
we're
ready
good.
to roll.
Have fun.
Folks, we're back here. All right, folks, we're back here live. This is a semifinal match. There's 2 semifinals, and then the final. That's what we got left today. We've got Mac and Miss Elliott, and versus Adam and Ayana. Mac opens up with a ton. A good solid open. Here's Adam Kleinfelder, nickname Animal. Adam opening up with a solid 85. This is a best of 3. Open in, double out. That is Miss Elliott, who bounces 1 off the top. And here is Miss Ayana. It's wonderful to see 2 lady darters in here that qualified for the semis. Great darters, too. And here comes Mac back up at the hockey. Mac not doing justice for that first ton that he shot. Shots 41 on the second turn round. Let's see how Adam does here. And Adam follows right up with a 45. So we're back to Miss Elliott. It's great to see them smiles as they're thrown. Good score, too. 51 points scored. 61 points scored, I guess. Yep, that's right. On my bed. And here's Miss Ayana. Great poise in that young lady as she throws. Everybody having a good time here this afternoon. Just a couple more matches to bring you today as Mac opens up with a big trip. And follows it up with a 1 and another big trip. Ton 21 hit by Mac there. Takes him down to an out. And Adam follows up with a solid 60. Here's Miss Elliott. Oh, and that third one escapes a little bit high. You can actually, as the kids are shooting, they're actually talking to each other. That's a big trip 20 by Miss Anna. That's a great dart. Good left of the line there. Here's Mac coming back up. He's shooting at an 84. So Mac's going to leave his partner with a 32. Comes Adam. Adam's going to be frustrated with that score. Just 24 points scored that time. Look at them. They chat to each other as they're shooting. So she's got 21 left. She's going to be looking to her partner for a little bit of guidance. Let's see what Miss Ayana can do here. Not a great score, only 15 scored that time around. Let's see if Mac can finish out this 21. He starts out with a 5, going over the double 8. And the inside, looking over the double 4. Oh, just on the outside. So Adam's going to step up. He's got a 104. Starts out, he's down to 84 now. And he takes himself out of contention with that trip, with that single 1. Tough dart. And here comes Miss Elliott. She bounces the first one off the board. She's looking at double 4. She got a 6 scored, so she's going to be looking at a double one. Oh, a little high. My camera's on a tripod back there. Hopefully that's, yeah, we'll be all right. Look at her face as she throws. She got 55 left. Adam's going to tell her to shoot at the 15. She got 45 left. Adam's probably still going to tell her to shoot at the 15, but it's probably a 13. And she hits a 5. Nothing wrong with that. Leaves a part in the tops. Here comes Adams. Oh, here comes Mac. Shooting at the double one. Hits a single. Busts already. So Adam back up by himself, looking for the tops. Just high on the first one, a little bit low, looking over the double 10. There it is, solid dart. First game to Adam. All right, so it is a race to 3. And Miss Ella misses the board with a couple of darts, but on the one that she does hit, she gets a maximum score of 20. Miss Diana scores 13. And Mac over to the board. And just a solid 60 this time around. Comes Adam. Adam doing the same thing as Mac, solid 60. And a 27 scored there by Miss Elliott. Oh, a little bit high on the outside by Miss Diana. Adam finds a triple with that second dart and the third dart. Brilliant. It's a ton 40 shot by Adam there. $39 points scored there by Elliott. Here comes Diana. Big cheesy smile to her friend there as she walks by. Look at that face as she releases. Great darts. 52 scored. Yeah, it was actually a 52 scored. That's all right. We're going to play on anyways. Another trip and another trip. Animals on a little bit of a roll there. There it is. There's 9 points scored. So she's going to have 48 left. I think that's a double 13. She's going to have 48 left. And she's 19. Nothing wrong with that. Leave a partner with 29 points. Mac opens up with a nice trip. And it picks up a nice trip 19 on the last start there. Good ton 37. Comes Adam. He's going to be looking to take out a double 14. There it is. First start. Oh, second start, excuse me. First start at it. So, our first finalists are going to be Adam and Ayana. This will be our first set of finalists on the board. We're going to have one more semifinal. Oh, well, apparently we're playing a race to 3 and not a best of 3, which is just fine by me. So it's 2-0, 2-0 right now to Adam and Ayana. And 28 points scored there. And here comes Mac. Mac did find a little bit of form in the last game. And it's a good solid ton to start off things. Good answer by Adam there. It's 11 by Elliott. Here comes Anna. Look at her eyes. Oh, high on that second one. And Mac with a solid 60 points. Takes it down to an even 300. Here comes Animal. Animal with a solid 55. Yeah, Mac was simple 40 points there. Comes Animal back up again. Blocks it with the first one. Drops down to the 19s. Wow. 58 points scored. Here comes Elliott. Someone needs to put up a big score here. It's 27. Comes Anna. Good poise, good form on that throw. And Mac gives us that big score, puts in 100. Adam struggling with a 44. So, Elliott here's got a shot on an app, 118. And Mac's going to step up. He's going to be looking to take out a 9-3, stay alive around here. See where he starts. Straight down to the 57. He's going to have 36 left. Double 18. A little high in the first. I don't know. It looks... Yep, he hit it. Looks good. Solid 93 by Mac there. So we're 2-1. Ziana starts us off. Yeah, it's a big dart, that last one. 60 points scored. Here comes Animal. That last one hit the trip 20. I think the first one snuck over. Yeah, it snuck over to the trip 1, so it's only 83 scored, but still a pretty good score, though. But here comes Mac. He snuck over on the trip 1, too. Looks down for the trip 19, but comes in a little bit high. Oh, Miss Ella, beautiful darts. A solid 60 right there. Oh, no, I guess that first one was out. I apologize. Still a solid 40. Not bad at all. Comes Adam. Good trip 20 and a second dart there. Nice ton hit overall. Takes him down to 216. Mac's going to want to put up a big score here and not let it get away. He's going to open up with a trip 20, follow it up with a trip 20. That's a good solid ton 40 right there. Brings him right back into the match. There's an 11 scored by Miss Elliott. All right. Adam's going to want to be looking to get him down to an out right now, and there's a good dart that's going to do that for him. It's a good solid ton. Leaves him at 91. Max here sitting on 245. He's going to want to come up with that big round again. There's a nice trip 19. That's followed by another trip 19, I think. That ton 34. Solid darts. Oh, just on the outside. It's only 17 points scored there. Let's see what Miss Elliott can do here. She's looking at a 111. She's going to want to put up as many points as she can. She's going to turn to her partner, ask for a little bit of advice. Smart move. Oh, man, this last one got away from her here. A little bit of a fastball. Mac looking to take out a 96. Oh, he puts himself in a nice position. He needs a double 8 to win. There it is, folks. Great dart. Solid dart by Mac there on that last one. So we're all tied up 2-2. The winner of this next one is going to go to the final. Diana's going to start us off. Hey, Piddlin right there. All right, game on. Diana and Adam going to shoot first. Diana's going to open up with a 19. Here comes Elliott. Deep breath. Smart young lady right there. Still throws it off the board. First dart and a second dart. And the third dart. Nothing scored on that first one now. Let's see what Adam can do. Adam opens up with a nice trip 20. And another trip 20. With a 5 in between, a ton 25. Mac's going to look to get him off the mark here. It's a 58 scored. Get them up and going. Here comes Anna. And 65 points scored. Hit the bullseye almost on the last one. It's a single bull. All right, here's Elliott. Playing well. Hits the board 3 times in a row this time. Nothing wrong with that. 25 points scored. Here comes Animal now. It's a nice trip. It's another nice trip, I think. Yeah, that's a ton 35 scored. They're sitting on an out now, though Ayana's up next. Here comes Mac. He's still in the 400s. Yeah, it should be a solid ton right there, I believe. Yeah. That takes an out of 318. That's going to take a good chunk of it. She's got some great talent right there. Solid numbers. Leaves a partner on a 99. There you go. 33 points up there for Elliott. Once again, the winner of this game does go to the finals. Look for double 10. There it is, folks. And Adam Kleinfelder, he's through to the finals. Great darts there. Great match, 3-2. And they get their picture taken right quick. All right. Well, Dozier's shooting in the next match, so we get to call Dozier's game, which is always fun. And I think it's Dozier and Larry Butler with 2 of the kids. So give me a second here. Let's see what we got. I'm going to mute the mic and go find out some names. I'll be right back, folks. Hello. Peter, can you hear me okay?
Check. Gotcha.
All right, come on over here, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Peter Cetera joining us on commentary today. Peter, thanks for joining us.
Hey, it's great to be here. Thanks for asking. As I fall through my chair.
Well, yeah, the
Only the highest-
last three guys fell through and didn't make it. That's why you got the cut.
Only the highest quality chairs here at the WMS tournament.
Yes. And what do you think of this tournament? It's a great time, isn't it?
It's amazing. It really is. I'm really happy that I was able to be here this year. Had a great experience again. Sean's just, what he does for the youth is amazing.
It is fantastic, and the number of kids, and all these kids are super polite. They're very professional in what they're doing. It's great to see.
Yeah, obviously one of the things we're trying to do with CDC is grow the youth and the junior part of the game, and hoping to see. And I've been told that a few of these kids are going to make their way up to Chicago. Really looking forward to that experience, and getting more kids involved like this. This is exactly what we need, across the country.
Oh, there's definitely not a shortage of talent in this room, and I'm just talking about the youth. All right, folks, we're going to get it going here. It looks like this is Michael, and Michael's teamed up with Dozier. And as we've talked about before, this is a race to 3, so it's a best of 5, race to 3. This is Jesse. Jesse's teamed up with some guy named Larry Butler. I think he's new to the game. Have you heard of a Larry Butler?
Yeah, first time I met him is when he put me out today. Never had the pleasure of playing him before, of course.
And here's Dozier, folks. Dozier is part of Indie Dart Streaming. He's one of my partners that helps me on the streaming.
So what's he doing out there?
Well, one of us drew the short straw today, and the short straw gets to commentate all day long. So guess who drew the short straw?
That's why you asked me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we have the Eagle, Larry Butler.
Look at how serious he is.
Yeah.
Every dart he throws, no matter what, is serious.
Well, we had the pleasure of interviewing him a little bit earlier on as he won a match. Those that win matches get to come back here and we sit down for an interview. I don't know if you experienced.
Well,
no, I didn't see you all day.
I did get a couple of points.
But Larry gave some advice to some of these kids as they were just starting out, and it was basically it's a matter of focus, it's a matter of concentration, and it's concentration on each dart that you throw. Doesn't matter what tournament or where you're playing or what kind of dart you're playing. And it was wonderful to hear. And quite frankly, if you'd have talked to me 32 years ago, my career might have been a little bit different.
Yeah, he's always had the attitude that if you're going to do something, you need to do it the best of your ability, and that's a great lesson to teach these kids.
Oh yeah. So here we are. We're back at it now, folks. Dozier hitting a trip 5 there and following up with a single 1. There we see where he's streaming. But as he puts in his score here, we're going back up to Larry.
Larry's trying to build on that nice solid 45 footing he started with.
Larry opening up there with a trip 20, following up with a single 1. And slides it over a little bit to the left with a single 5.
This is best of 5, right? First to 3?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I think I'd know that before I came into the commentary booth, right?
Well, it's all right, You're here as a color commentator, my friend. You're supposed to remark on their clothing and what they do in their social life. And this is Jesse.
The piping on those WMS middle school shirts is amazing.
There you go. There you go. Jesse opens up with a nice 35 there. It's pretty solid from the youngster. Dozier's going to step back up. He's going to try and do a little bit better than the 36 he hit last time. Not off to a great start with the trip 5.
I think that's in the same hole it was in last time.
And there it is. He got a 40, so he is improving, only in a slightly low rate. But that's okay. Larry's going to step up here. Larry's going to try and capitalize on that shortness by Dozier. But he opens up with a trip 1. Resets himself a little bit. Well, there's a good answer. 3 trips. All of them adding up to around 78 points.
I mentioned the jerseys for the kids. You got to hand it to Ultimate Team Gear for donating these every year. It's a great thing.
And we are blessed. There is not a shortage in the dart community of people that are willing to donate and give time. Like yourself, I know you didn't have a short drive to get here today.
I'm just happy I was able to. I've been looking forward to it for a few months, and as you know, we've got some new CDC venues this year, and I thought I was going to have to go out to Denver to take a look at that one, but thankfully I was able to reschedule that. So,
well, it's a pleasure to have you. And anybody doesn't know, Pete actually works a full-time job besides being the director of the CDC. So for him to take time out of his weekend to drive down to Indianapolis to come root these kids on and show support is fantastic work. It's part of the dart community, folks, and it's a wonderful community to be part of.
I'll shut up now.
It's all right. We're not quite there. We're okay.
Thought I was going to lay out a little 177 for us, but part of what we did when we started the CDC, it was obviously we did it for the professionals, but then with the vision of Anthony Eugenia and others trying to get the youth involved, and really it's all about the next generation, right? This generation is not likely not going to win a world championship for us, but the next generation will, and that's what these kids are all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Jesse's looking. Oh, he's looking up there, but it's 29 scored. Leaves his partner with a 67. Dozier's going to have a shot here at the 145 out. Let's see how he attacks it. Dozier primarily a soft tip player, so he takes out the 5. That's a good dart by Dozier. 65 scored. He's got 80 left, and so he puts up another 5. 70 points put up there, Dozier. And Larry's going to attack this 67. Rush this right off the bat. Probably a trip 17. Goes to single 17. He's got a bull out. Goes to down, looking for tops now. Oh, just on the high side. And he's going to be upset with himself now, but leaves himself 40. Here comes Michael now. Michael, we actually sat down and talked to him and his father earlier on. Wonderful person. As Michael's very first dart he ever threw, he was telling me was a trip 20.
It's when you do that, it keeps you coming back, right?
Yeah, well,
in a sense, that's the way this game's like golf.
That's right. Jesse here looking for the double 20, hits a double 5, very close, looking over at the double 15 now for the win. This is game 1, folks. Oh, just
right
on the inside. That's a great shot. It's probably closer than I could have put it, quite frankly. Nothing wrong with that at all. So Dozier's going to be looking at a 53 here. That's 13 and top set, Dozier. And he misses that. 17, Dozier. His house screen goes blank. 17, Dozier. Come on.
Went into the double.
Oh, dear. So Dozier is kind of stuck. He's in a
There you go. Leave the 16.
there you go. He leaves himself a 16. So Larry's going to step up. He's got a 15. More than likely he'll go 7 double 4. Let's take a look though. There's a 7. Looking over a double 4. That's 2 o'clock for you new guys. Oh, just on the outside. There it is. There it is. He's solid, isn't he? I'll tell you what.
Ice in the veins. First leg to Butler.
Yes, sir. So, Pete, the CDC season kicks off here in about a month or so, am I right?
2 weeks from now, believe it or
2 weeks
not.
from now?
Yeah, we're up in the Toronto area.
Okay.
We've got 2 venues, believe it or not, for one weekend, but we're in Burlington and Waterdown, 2 venues we've been at before. Really excited to get the season underway, and we've got the PDC qualifier for the U.S. Darts Masters in June in New York. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked that out, it's something you really should look into. We're going to get 8 of the world's best, including sensation Fallon Sherrick, joining us in New York, along with 8 North Americans, including Danny Lauby, Indiana's own Danny Lauby.
Yeah, that's right. Anytime you say Danny Lauby, you are contracted to say Indiana's own since you are in Indiana. Wonderful person, too.
Absolutely. I was really happy that he came out and won the Continental Cup. He was overjoyed and had some good interviews, good words with him.
Yep.
And he's looking forward to really doing some damage this year.
So Larry getting serious here, opening up with a trip 20. Follows it up with a single 20 and a single 5. We missed it, folks, because we were busy chatting away. But what you missed is Michael just shot right there on his first round, hit a 98, followed it up with an 88 on his second round. Currently out shooting Larry Butler. Here's Jesse.
That's something not a lot of people can say.
Yeah, me included.
Hey, you were in here. I had to play him today.
Well, once again, short straw, because he was scared of playing me,
Right.
I believe. Yeah.
The other thing I really have to say about this event is it wouldn't be what it is without the volunteers. As they're playing the final, I'm looking at the people that got here at 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. to set up, starting to tear down. It's nothing without that. And that's the stuff that most people don't see in this game is the blood, sweat, and tears that goes in behind the scenes to make sure the venues are set.
Yeah, it really is. There's a couple of different Indianapolis organizations that pitched in this weekend. These guys, Hamilton County Dart Club, certainly have done a lot of work with Sean, helping him out. Besides WMS, some of the parents even helped out. Um, the IDA has donated these boards and helped out with the boards. Some fantastic work by the IDA as well.
Talk to me a little bit about the IDA. I know there were some struggles. I'm glad to hear that they seem to be reconstituted. How's things going with that?
I'm kind of on the outside looking in. I was asked to be part of the IDA, but with doing this streaming gig as well as some other things going on, I want to be as supportive as I can, and I'm happy to volunteer my time at all means. But wanted to give them a fresh start. So Mark Raymer and his wife Shay have recruited a really good, really dynamic IDA board. They're putting together a tournament next Saturday. Somewhat of a mimic, but it's a one-day tournament. It's a St. Pat's tournament held at the Thompson House. But there's just 2 events. There is a couple $1,000 added to the event, so it is, from a money standpoint, it is going to be a nice turnout. I was talking to Mr. Raymer earlier on today. They've had a good amount of people pre-sign up for things. So it's fantastic to see. Anything that we can do to certainly support them, we certainly will. But it's great to see. Big solid darts by Jesse there. Nice solid 69. You don't want to let the game get away from us here. Dozier's sitting on 162, not an out, but he's
trying to make Larry think about it a little bit. There we go.
There's the ton he's looking for. 62. So Larry's going to be sitting on 140.
Certainly nothing he hasn't done before.
Yeah, several times probably in the last week.
Not now. All right.
There's 80.
And sets up tops.
There you go. I will tell you, as I see Sharon standing back there in the background, I did find a way to make Sharon be quiet. All you have to do is put a microphone in front of her.
Ah, you brought her in here,
I brought her in here
to
commentate on the game. Couldn't get a peep out of her. So
we'll take that into consideration.
Yes.
I'll bring this up after this. We're running out here, so I'm not going to.
Yep. So here we go. Young Jesse here going for tops for the win. A little off to the left.
Ooh,
oh, that's tough
unfortunate.
Dart. That's tough. That's tough right there.
Those you're trying to pull level here.
Yeah, he's sitting on 31.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, dear. Well, soft tip is a wonderful game, isn't
it? Exactly. Still have something to shoot at there.
Yeah. All right.
Something tells me that he may find himself down 2-0 with Butler looking at this.
Oh, no, he's kind of blocked himself out a little bit. Yeah, and he dropped down on the third.
Caught the flight, too.
Yep. There you go. His double 15 opportunity.
Follow your partner. Oh, that's also unfortunate.
Yes, it seems like he's done that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's young Jesse looking for a double 10. Goes to the outside, working his way in. A little bit more there, young man. Oh.
Ooh.
That's a toughie. That's a toughie.
I don't think Dozier thought he was going to get another shot. So let's see what he can do with this 31.
There you go, Doge. Look for the double 8 now. There it is.
It is, and we are level at 1.
There you go. A little excitement. You were saying before.
Yeah, it was in response to the IDA, and you mentioned the St. Pat's. That was obviously one of the best tournaments in the Midwest for many years. So I wish Mark all the best. I had a chance to just talk with him just briefly today, and I do wish him all the best in that endeavor. It's a fun one. I had many a good day at an Indy St. Pat's tournament.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to him coming back and bringing some life back in there. And I think the community's about ready for it to come back too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens, but certainly we'll get all the support. Just as this kids club has all the support from the Indianapolis folks. All right, Larry's back up to the Aki. It's tied 1-1 here. And he's going to be disappointed in that 40. Here comes the winner of the last game, Dozier. Let's see how he does.
It's a nice looking first start.
Over to the side there, plenty of room. Oh, he's a little bit squeezed now.
Surprised he stayed up top.
Yeah.
We get downstairs to cover. But nevertheless,
It still works.
absolutely.
Young Jesse here. Yeah, it's a good last start by Jess. 35 points scored, but looked good all the way. You see Mike there pulls on his follow through, pulls his arm across his body. He's going to get rid of that little habit.
That's something that a little bit of coaching will take care of. I mentioned coaching. That's again going to go back to New York. The JDC is going to be here, Junior Darts Corporation, to do their certification for people that would like to run junior darts academies here in North America. And part of that, I'm sure, is going to be talking about working with the kids and things to watch, things to help with, and hopefully there'll be some other announcements coming this week about things like that. So. It's amazing what's happened to the junior game across the world, in the past 3 years with Steve Brown and Darren Barson, the JDC. It's I know it's really, really difficult work. It's long hours to do it, but he's really pulled up the standard, even from where it was.
Doesn't the CDC have a new junior director? I know Mark's still doing some work with it.
Mark, yes. Mark won't be on site with us this year, but he certainly is going to be a statistician in the back, helping us with information to put out on social media, nice little tidbits. He's a stats guy. He always has been. But yes, we actually promoted Erin Quinn. She's our new junior director. And she's handling both the junior tour and the evolution tour. Details to come on the evolution in the next week to 10 days. And she's been amazing with this for the last 3 years. Nice 140.
Yeah, big dot set by Dozier. I'm going to be hearing about that one for the remainder of the night.
You and everybody else.
Yeah, big 1040. Here comes Jess. Shrugs his shoulders. Got great form, this little kid. I shouldn't call him little kid. That's somewhat offensive. This youngster. Oh, unfortunate on the last there. Looks like he's using those big old brass darts. Remember the big old brass barrels.
Matter of fact, there were a few sets of those I saw today. Want to thank certainly all the people that donated some darts. Talk about darts for the kids today. We had Dart Brokers donated a bunch of sets. I believe the Dart Zone donated some. There was just a lot of outpouring of support for that, and certainly events like this don't happen without that. And the fact that some kids walked away with some brand new sets, that's a great thing.
Oh yeah, and, I actually saw a couple of the players handing some of their old dart sets to kids that they were playing with too.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's some fantastic stuff. And darts nowadays, especially for a decent set, aren't cheap.
No, absolutely not. This isn't 1986 anymore.
No. That chair will work. It won't fall down on if you want to sit down. You're a little scared.
You saw I pulled the seat away. I'm not interested in sitting there. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. You'll be able to feel that in New York if I broke the chair.
All right, so Mike's wisely there, turning to his partner Dozier, just getting a little bit of advice. All right, now he wants to go 20 and then double 20. Let's see what happens. It's a 20.
One dart at tops. Ooh, felt the pressure a little bit there.
So did I, quite frankly. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so Larry's going to be sitting on a 48. He's going to go 16, double 16. There it is.
So Butler nails that to go one up and one away.
Yep. So we're 2-1. Larry and Jesse are ahead 2-1 with Michael and Dozier. Michael's going to get us started here. Played at a good pace this game.
That first start was all nerves there.
Yep.
34
points scored. Not bad at all.
today was really a who's who of the indie dart scene. Had a chance to catch up with Ben Ferris, who I know does a lot in the soft tip side. He's
Yep.
starting to get involved a little bit with the kids. He was here helping build and sponsor, and Adam Kleinfelter was here. It's good to see the big the big names fairly locally that are out supporting this.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people here. A lot of good players.
The finals are going to be 3 out of 5 as well. So same thing as the semis. Which is finals are going to be 3 out of 5.
There's a good ton hit there by Larry. Good darts there. Good darts there by Mark as he closes his eyes on the third one.
That's the secret.
Yes.
Man, I wish somebody told me that 4 hours ago.
There's Jazz who's giving it all he can. Only able to hit a 14. No, unlucky there. Just slid over from the 20. Dozier going to step up. Try and calm things down a little bit. There you go.
He doesn't. He just doesn't look comfortable on the line today. Just not at all.
Yeah, he's
double clutching.
I think he's a little surprised to be here, to be honest with you. I hate to say it that way. I love the man, I really do, but I think he's a little bit surprised to be here. And here's Larry opening up with a trip 20. 99-point score by Larry. Again, if Larry wins this game, it's all over in the semifinals, and the finals are set. If Larry and Jesse lose this game, then we're going to a game 5. Yeah, Mike's just a little bit high again. If you watch closely, folks, right before he throws the third dart, he closes his eyes for a minute. Imagines himself somewhere else. Here's Jesse.
When I close my eyes, I usually imagine myself in these situations.
That's right. Jesse, very accurate, though. He seems to struggle the higher up he goes, but when he throws low, he's very, very accurate. Here's Scott again. Scott, nice trip 20 on the second dart. Followed it up by a third.
2-1.
Yes, solid 121. Larry taking a nice deep breath before he goes up to the line.
Some pressure on him. Pressure on him now.
Yeah. Said pressure? What's
no
that?
pressure.
Yeah, no worries. Solid 139 here by Larry there. Takes it down to 98. Certainly sitting on an out. Got 6 darts at it, too. But
That's a huge dart.
Look at that dart by that youngster. Don't know where the second one went. But that's okay. The first one is the one that mattered. 67 scored, also down on an out. So let's see what this young man can do here. Sitting on 98, sitting on 78 now. You can tell he's listening to Larry in the background. Sitting on 72. And it looked like he was going for the trip 14, which is soft tip darts. But that's okay. Takes him down to 58 out. Larry's going to love that. Dozier going right for the bull right off the bat. Takes it to 102. Takes him down to 82 now.
If he keeps listening to Larry, he'll be saying to himself, throw the dart. Throw the dart on the
that's
line.
right.
Throw the dart, Larry. Larry with 58.
18
2 at tops. Double 10 to end it. And there it is.
There it is. And
Nice
that's the end of that
semifinal.
one. Well, Peter, thank you so much for coming back here. It is an honor to stand next to you and call a game. It really is.
Thanks for asking me, Jason. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed joining you, and I hope I get to see you again soon.
I certainly will. I'll
And
be
thanks
out
to
of one of
everybody.
those CDC qualifying tournaments, right?
Be great to see you, and thanks for everybody online watching. It's great to have you watching us here.
Thanks very much,
Take
sir.
care.
Folks, give us a second. We'll be right back with the final, okay? We're out here at the American Legion 470 in Fishers, Indiana. Thank you, folks. All right, folks, we are back live for the finals. This is the last one we're going to bring you today. Is Jesse. Same team, so I don't think there's any switching around of teams whatsoever. So Jesse will be teamed up with Larry Butler, and Ayana will be teamed up with Adam Kleinfeld. Wonderful event out here today. We'll be joined on commentary here in just a little bit with Doja. Haven't played for a minute. As a I'm all shaking hands, getting ready. I think we're getting close to the middle. Last dart's thrown for the day, so they're going to take their time, get ready, get loose. Thanks, brother. All right. And looks like we're going to have piddles here. There's the first piddle thrown by Ayana. And follow piddle by Jesse. And that one's awful close. Too close for me to call.
Mic check 1, 2.
Yay! I've got company on the microphone again, folks. Joined us with Scott Doja. Just finished with his semifinal.
Yeah, I was reluctant to come back. I'm slightly embarrassed with the way I started.
Oh, I tell you what, there was 40 of the best starters in Indiana around here, and Indiana and Ohio around here today, and you finished fourth. There's no shame in that, my friend.
Yeah, I'm proud to get to the finals there. I threw really well all day. Didn't quite show it there. I had a little case of the left seas a little bit. I was throwing at the trip, but just on the wrong side of the wire.
Yeah, and we're off here. Jesse's going to kick us off, and he's going to start off with a 1. I tell you what, Scott, you shot pretty well in that final, too, my friend. It wasn't bad at all. All right, so Jesse's going to get us going with a 25 points scored here, and we're going to move over to Ayana. Ayana's going to open up with a nice 18. I tell you what, Scott, you need to watch her eyes when she's shooting. She is one focused young lady right there.
She lasers in on it, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. And here comes the eagle back up to the Aki.
Very solid.
Yeah,
This might be call it.
It's 180.
Oh yeah, I came back just at the right time.
Yes, indeed. Big 1080 there by Larry Butler.
How many have you called today?
That would be number 1.
Number 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah, he's starting to get in a rhythm now because he's played a couple games back to back.
Well, he played me, so
yeah.
that'll sharpen anyone up.
I tell you what, it sure will. You push him to the edge there, my friend. You did actually give him a good shove.
Yeah, we had shots every game, I think.
Well, I was impressed. I tell you, shot a double 15 on the 31.
You had to bring it up.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I was sitting back here with Peter. Peter Sateri came back and did some commentary.
Oh, good.
And I was remarking on your game as far as how well you were shooting.
Yeah, Larry's looking really good right now.
Yeah, Larry's looking solid. He's got those games going. Adam's been sitting for the last 10, 15 minutes walking around, so he's going to take.
Yeah, he's a rhythm player.
Yep.
When he gets hot, though, look out.
Yes, sir. It's Jesse. Young Jesse's really good at low side of the board.
Yeah, Jesse was fearless in that match we played. He was just ready to go.
Mm-hmm. And what's this young lady, Ayana, and what's your eyes? Yeah.
Oh,
knows-
she is. She doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's focused.
Yeah, she knows what she's gonna do, and she's gonna do it. Do I start it? And as soon as I said that, she had a total score of 1. Well, commentators curse. I
Nowhere to
guess.
go up
Yeah.
from there. So
Larry's looking at a 150 out here. Let's see how he starts. He's gonna go the single 20. All right, so he's got 8. He's got 70 left. And Wisely puts that in a triple 10, leaving our partner with the tops for the win. Here comes Animal.
that's always wise to leave someone that's 4'1", double tops for the win in the
Yes.
finals.
Yes, I'm glad you said it, not me.
He's only 11 or something.
Yes, but
Boy, he's going after it.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at him.
Look at that.
Okay.
That's all right.
Well, wisely.
Someone help him with that last one.
Wisely, he just leaves it for Larry to clean up. Got plenty of time here. There's no pressure.
Yeah, he's probably got 6 or 9 darts at it right here.
I'll see Larry just probably start a little bit high and just work it right down in.
I'll tell you, he hasn't taken the double tops out so far today. He's ended up having to hit the double 10 unless he's been low the previous 2 times that I've watched him. No,
he just goes right at it.
That commentator's coach is working every time. You know, I haven't won the lottery at all.
Yeah, here we go. Your Splitskis.
Yes.
I'll take a piece of that.
Open it up with a bull.
Bernie says it's your team says it's okay to split it with me. So
Yes.
we won't go there. We won't go there.
Let me just fire an opening shot at you. Then we'll say we won't go there whatsoever.
Yeah, enough said. All right, back to darts.
Oh, it's been a long day of Sprite today.
There's 3 pretty solid darts. Nice gripping from young
Jesse.
man.
That's
Jesse.
Jesse. I can go to the dart club and know everybody's name at this point in time,
Yeah.
let me tell you. I've interviewed them. I've interviewed their parents.
Larry has a off couple of darts, but cleans it up nicely with the trip 19 to score 78 points.
Larry's one of those players. If he's going to miss, he'll miss a little bit low. I had him with a nice solid dart.
If you're that good to miss low on purpose, just throw it in the triple, I say. So, hogwash.
Look at that. The opening dart by Jess.
Well, he's going to go for a bull. He's going to mix it up here.
Wherever there's space.
Very nice. Very nice.
Great darts by that
97
young fella.
points for the young man.
That's the highest amount of points scored on that side of the board this game.
Animal with, is that a ton? No.
It's an 81.
One in the, just a bit outside, as they say.
Here comes Larry, just going to try and match his partner.
All right. He's consistently catching a trip every round. So he's well on the way to being in true Larry form. The Eagle.
Diana likes that bullseye, let me tell you. She can throw him straight.
Look at that.
She struggles a little bit with height from time to time, but she can throw him straight. Jesse busting his knuckles before he gets up there, cracking his hands.
You know, my biggest takeaway from the day, funny takeaway from the day is, you know, these experienced adults shooting darts, they know what to do. They know the protocol. They get to the board, and then they kind of struggle with the app, kind of, okay, where's the thing? And, okay, what do I hit? Okay, I got it. Then the kids, they're struggling to learn darts, and they walk up there and they just, and they just type it in real fast on the app.
Yes. Yes, there's a few generations difference between them.
I watched some of those kids type in scores. I didn't even see their hand move. They did it so quickly.
Well, Diana there with a 15 scored. So Jeff's going to be looking at a 120 out here. He's going to start out with a 12. He's going to think about it for a minute. Probably listening to Larry talk to him.
Well, he might be coaching him in a little. Well, I know he didn't tell him to hit a 6, but
well,
it's a good dart, though. Solid throw. Let's see. He's debating. He's going to do the...
You want me to hit what? All right.
Steady long, steady wrong, folks. Just let it go.
All right, Adam's going to be looking to get himself back in here, and he starts out with a nice solid trip. That's a good round.
Okay, yeah, they needed something like that.
So Larry feeling a little bit of heat now. He's going to be sitting on 102.
He always throws that imaginary ghost dart, and it fools me. All right, not what he wanted, but
Mhm.
gets his partner down
Oh, and opens up with
to
a
a
51.
two-dart out.
She's still got, yeah, one of those situations. She kept going.
Oh, very nice round.
Yeah.
So anyone's game. It's going to be, with the kids having to double out now. It's advantage team Adam.
Yeah. It's 54. So you see Larry bending down, giving him a little word of advice here. Oh.
What I have noticed with the kids, they throw pretty well on their own, but if you tell them what to hit, just forget it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's not going to happen.
Adam, look for the double 19 here. Ooh, a little bit high.
Yeah, that's smart though. If you're not to at least catch us, no, they do have to. They can't
Yeah,
single out anymore.
no.
Yeah, in the preliminary rounds, the kids could single out. Sorry, my mistake.
Oh, both the adults here leaving their partners in a difficult spot. Both of them sitting on 2-dart out combinations. She's sitting on a 19. She's probably going to go for the 3
Adam's going to coach her
to hit the 14.
Leaves her 5, so pretty much has to hit a 1 or a 3 at this point.
There's a bust, folks.
Yep.
All right, so at this point in time, Larry's had a word with Jesse. Jesse's going to walk up there. And he's going to hit a 1.
Oh,
Now
solid.
Double 4 or a triple 4.
And he catches a triple.
Yeah, that's tough. So Adam's going to go for 3.
See if he can clean up his own mess here. He left that 19. Let's see if he can fix it.
And look for the double 4 now.
Very
There it
nice.
is.
He
Very
did it.
nice.
That makes it
1-1.
One apiece. In this final match of the Westfield Middle School Kids Club, Darts Club. Boy, it's a mouthful.
I've been doing it all long, and I still haven't got it.
Anyways, it's the finals. It's 1-1.
Yeah,
This
folks,
is great.
we are live in Fishers, Indiana, at the American Legion Post 470 at the second annual Westfield Middle School Dart Club Tournament of Champions.
You're just showing off now.
I've just made up the Tournament of Champions thing.
You're showing off. We're all a little bit punchy after a long day of darts.
I have yet to throw a dart today.
Well, you tore your arm up playing with little RC boats.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Adam now with a solid 45. And Jesse back up to the line, looking to pick up the land. He opens up with a double 20. Follows it with a double 5.
He likes it up there.
Yes. 60, 70 points scored. He's keeping up with his partner.
Gets on his tippy toes, retrieves them, and comes back to give Larry a high 5. Or a low 5 in this case.
Miss Ayana with eyes of steel looking at that board. Let's see if Larry can build on this lead here.
You know, that's important. What she's doing is a technically correct way to do it. You want to look at your target as you're approaching the line, focus in on it, and don't let go. I mean, it's important to do that. She's got it exactly right.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you, we had Larry Butler back here for an interview earlier on, and I asked him what advice he would give to some of these kids that are just starting out in darts, and that's almost to the T. What he said is every single dart, you focus on your exact aiming point, and you stay focused on that every single dart.
There's a difference between practicing and practicing with a purpose.
Yes, sir.
My golf coach many years ago taught me that, and I've never forgotten it. You don't go to the range and just hit balls and go, oh, where'd I go? Every shot's got to have a rhyme and a reason. And the same way with darts. You miss a little left, figure it out, fix it. Don't keep doing it.
And Larry Butler here hammering down on the 19s.
Although in my match, I hit like 6 rounds in a row, just a little bit left. Every time I tried something different to fix it, believe me.
Did you try shooting a little bit more to the right? And Anna Clint final.
Yeah, I threw it directly into the 1. So we're getting down to out territory now for Larry and Eli. Is it Eli?
It's Jesse and
Jesse.
Ayana. I had a little conversation with both of them before we got going and throughout the day, and both of them are some of the most polite kids you'll ever meet. They really are fantastic kids.
All of them are. I mean, even the parents were super nice.
Yep.
Cheering them on. It's really great. This has been so much fun.
All right, let's see what Larry's got here. Ooh, it fell a little bit short. So Adam's going to try and position himself for a decent out. That's a great first start. It's okay. He's got himself where he needs to be. Jesse's going to walk up. He's going to be looking at the double 10. A little bit higher, young man. Oh, now
right
going
there.
over the double 5.
Can you get it up there?
Oh, yeah,
That was a good throw.
That's okay.
Very nice try.
When you got Larry Butler backing you up, you're probably in good shape.
You know, she's got a really nice throw.
She really does. That follow through.
She just needs time to work it out.
Yeah.
But she's got the right stuff going on there.
Yeah, she's got a terrific follow through. Larry looking at the double 2, and he drops it down a little bit low. So Adam's going to be sitting on looking at an 81 here. Probably going to start out with a trip 19. Yep. He's looking for the double 12 there. Unfortunately, he dropped it down to the double 9. He's going to be looking at double 3, and he hits it.
Got it.
There's nothing wrong with that, folks. So that makes it 2-1. Adam and Yayana. You know, I'm pretty certain I'm pronouncing her name wrong, by the way. So Adam and Ayana 2-1 up over Jesse and Larry. Let's see what happens here. Boy, I tell you what, I hope we go to a 5th game.
Yeah.
Really do. I hate rooting for people, but let's see Larry and Jesse win this one. Thanks for watching with us today, folks. Casey Gibson, Deborah Demers, Lisa Gibson. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. And I'm very sorry for mispronouncing Ayana's name. I'm sure I've got it wrong half a dozen times. Although she did correct me 11 times. That's a big ton 40
nice.
there.
Especially just needing one leg to clinch it.
That's solid right there. Here's young Jesse.
His team is really going to need to make something happen here. All right, good start.
Yeah, I was watching Ayana in the background there. She was fully focused no matter what. Let's see how she does.
Great follow through, good posture at the line. She got the makings of a great player.
Here comes Larry. He's going to need a big score here, get him back in the game.
Yeah, he kind of needs to do it pretty soon. It's going to get away from him. There's still a lot of time, but he needs to get Animal under control here.
Adam's finding his groove.
Yeah.
It's 95 points right there.
He's a confidence, not only a rhythm player, but a confidence player. If he feels like he's going to do it, he'll do it.
Yep.
So I expect him to continue this form throughout this leg.
All right, here comes Miss Anna. Straight up the middle. There you go. Solid darts, 45 points scored. Nothing wrong with that.
This stage of the game, that's a very nice round.
Yep.
Larry feeling the pressure. And I don't know. It's 3 solid darts, but I don't know that he got 2 in the 7 there. So
Yeah, it's another big trip by Adam. It's 86. He's going to want to move away. It looks like little darts are dangling a little bit.
Yeah, I've played Adam enough over the years that he's in that mode where he's just going to throw good darts. Unfortunately, this situation slowed him down a little bit.
There you go. Oop. A little nerves coming through there on young Jess. It's all right, though.
Wouldn't it be something for this young lady to take the final game out
Yep.
to win it all? I hope he sets him up. I hope Adam sets her up for it if given the opportunity.
All right, just 57 points there by Larry. Let's see what Adam can do. He's going right for the 15, so it leaves him down to 46. He's got tops for the win. Oh, and he's a little high, so she's going to have a shot at it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
She's going to have a shot at it, but
I
here comes
am
Jesse. He's
so
sitting
excited.
at 134. Let's see what Jesse can do. He's hit a couple of Triple A
It's an
teams.
improbable out, but still possible.
Yeah.
That's a great start at it.
It's a double 20, folks. Okay, that's all right. Keep going. Just set your partner up.
Regardless, he's scored some big numbers there to get Larry back down to out
getting
area
down to 51, so they're going to have 83.
for the championship.
This is it right
Double
here.
20. Just a little bit wide.
22. She's going to be looking at a double 11. Oh, that's okay, though.
Must have went a little wide on her.
All right, Larry's going to be looking down on the trip 17.
Yeah, he can take this out and tie this thing up.
He's going to be looking trip 17 and a double 16. Let's see what he can do here. Ooh, I don't know if that's in the triple.
That's a 9. Well, maybe not. I couldn't tell. I couldn't.
You tell Larry got a little frustrated with the last start there. All right, Adam for the double 11 for the win. Ooh, a little on the inside. Look for the 3. Double 4 for the win. Oh, dear. That's okay, though. It's okay, though. Let's see what Jesse can do. Jesse's looking at 59. Traditionally, that's going to be a 19 tops. 19 double 20.
He loves tops.
There's a 6. That's going to take him down to 53.
13 double tops.
There's a 4, so he's going to have 49. He's going to be shooting at a 17. Hey, Larry's going to say, shoot 17, young fella. And he's pointing right at it for him.
Excuse me.
And he missed. That's
This
all
match
right,
has
though.
got me all choked up. Sorry about that.
Here it is. Diana for the double 2. She's going to be looking for the double 1 for the
They're
win.
in the madhouse now, they call it.
Oh.
That was such a good dart for her.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's
That's
Larry
a 2. He
taking
misses the setup dart. He's just disgusted with himself over that.
Yeah, he's going to go tops now for the win. There it is, folks.
Ties it up. What a
Yeah,
clutch shot
that came out of
by
nowhere.
Larry the Eagle Butler.
We are in the game 5. This is going to be the last match we're going to be bringing you today, folks. This is the final
This
game
is
5.
it.
They're going to piddle off. The winner of this match is the champion of the day. Get a big trophy. You see the size of that trophy?
It's huge.
I'd have to rent a U-Haul to get it home.
I was taking a video of it earlier for the channel.
Did you run out of memory?
Well, I had to back up 80 yards so I get the whole thing in the frame. It's huge.
All right, so we kicked it off here with the one-liners, and we're going to go right back to the game. 43 points scored right there. Yana's going to come right back up. She's a little low on the first one.
Well, I think this could go either way here.
Yep. And I think it really comes down to how well the kids play, quite frankly.
Yeah. Yeah, Larry and Adam's been really close and and points
140
scored. So that's a good start for Larry. See if Adam can back it up. He does.
And he does. Another 140 for Animal.
So there you go.
Is Jess.
Let's let the kids just bang it out here.
Yeah. There you go, son. Just keep them on the board. Keep them all in the middle there.
Yeah. You know, that is kind of key at this stage.
Yeah.
You know, missed dart.
Like that. And that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's hit a couple of total 5 points here in the last couple of rounds.
You know, maybe some good advice would for the guys to tell the kids, just let's go for bullseyes.
Yeah, let's keep them in the board for right now. You got to remember, these kids are probably on the streaming for the first time ever in their lives.
Oh, they're forgotten about that by now.
They're in the finals for the first time in their lives, and everybody's watching them. And there's a lot going on in their little mind right now. All right, looking for a little instruction. Is Jesse. Keep it in the middle there, sir.
We had 2 solid darts, and then all of a sudden the floater comes on.
Yeah, I think that last one was aimed at my camera, to be honest with you.
He hates the camera.
There you go, Miss Diana. Much better darts. Good darts. 50 points scored.
I think you saw. I mean, I saw the kids do it all day. They'll throw 2 good darts, and then just a wonky one goes wild. I think they just get in a hurry, and it fumbles around their hand.
Oh yeah, and I think regardless of the youth, they're probably getting a little bit tired by the end of the day.
Yeah. We like to think so, anyway.
Yeah, well, that's what we're gonna believe, and we're gonna stick with it.
I'd feel much better if they were a little bit tired too.
Oh,
There's that wonky.
there's another one at my camera.
Really hates your camera.
I tell you what. Well, I told him earlier on, one of them hits it, they get $20.
Now there you go. No, he's throwing good darts. It's just
Yeah, it's letting.
it's kind of how it goes. Well, there's 3 solid ones, so
You can let it go a split second early, and it can be flying right over the board. All right, so Larry's going to step up here. He's 120 points away from being a finalist.
now what a swing! He's got a shot for the championship.
Tops for the win. Oh,
Very nice try from Larry the Eagle.
Yeah, he's just left. He left tops for his partner, though.
No out for Animal at this point, so he's going to do his best to get it down for his partner.
And he's done that already.
He's done his job. He has done his job.
All right, Jesse, young man.
I'd love to see him take it out.
Let's hit something here. All right, double 16 for the win. Little on the outside.
I think he just shot it just a little too quickly.
Yep. All right, Miss Iana, let's see what you got. There's a 4. So, triple 18. Or 2.
Yeah, you can't tell him what to shoot at.
Yeah. All right, so Larry's going to be shooting at a double 16 here. Double 16 for the win. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your champions for the 2nd annual Westfield Middle School Championship Tournament of Champions, Larry Butler and Jesse, and I don't know his last name, but they shot fantastic.
That was great to watch.
They came back from being 2-1 down and came back and captured it. What a wonderful day. Well, Scott, it's been a long day for us. Congratulations on great playing yourself today.
Thank you.
And, folks, thanks for joining us all day long. We're going to sign off right here so we can, quite frankly, pack up and take ourselves out of it. But thanks so much for joining us. Thanks
Appreciate
for being
y'all.
here. And have a wonderful day and have a great weekend, guys. See you.
Thanks for joining us.